Welcome to my channel Brainies. Today we are going to discuss about the topic Osserman Classification. Let us just see this Osserman Classification briefly. Myasthenia gravis. It is an autoimmune disorder which affects the neuromuscular junction. It manifests itself as a generalized muscle weakness which can involve the respiratory muscle and can even lead to myasthenic crisis, which is a medical emergency. The most widely utilized classification of the myasthenia gravis is as follows, which is nothing but the Osserman classification. The classification, it has been divided into various stages as classes. Class 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5. So class 1. Class 1, it includes any ocular muscle weakness, no other muscle weakness elsewhere in the body. Class 2. Class 2 is further subdivided into 2A and 2B. Class 2, it includes mild weakness affecting other than the ocular muscles. Class 2A, which predominantly affects the limb, axial muscles or even both. Class 2B, it predominantly affects the bulbar and the respiratory muscles or sometimes bulbar or respiratory muscle. Class 3, just like the class 2, again the class 3 is also divided into class 3, 3A and 3B. Class 3, it includes the moderate weakness affecting other than the ocular muscle. Class 3A, it affects predominantly the limb, axial muscles or even both. Class 3B, predominantly it affects the bulbar and or respiratory muscles. Class 4, once again the class 4 has been subdivided into class 4, 4A and 4B. Class 4 involves severe weakness affecting other than the ocular muscles. Class 4A, it predominantly affects the limb, axial muscles or both. Class 4B, it predominantly affects bulbar and respiratory muscles or bulbar or respiratory muscles. Class 5, where it includes the intubation is needed to maintain the airway with or without the ventilation. So that's it with the classes. Let me just tell you the easiest way to remember this. So first class, it involves any ocular muscle weakness. Then for the other classes, you can make it as mild, moderate. Class 2 is mild, class 3 is moderate and class 4 is severe. So other than this, you could see the repetition of the following. Mild weakness other than the ocular muscle. The class 3, you can just see it as moderate weakness other than the ocular muscle. And class 4, you can just see the severe weakness other than the ocular muscle. Once again, it has been repeated. So class 2A, you can see mild weakness where limb and axial muscles are, or even both. Again, the same thing will be repeated in class 3A. There it will be moderate weakness affecting the limb, axial muscles or both. Again in class 4A, it will be repeated as severe weakness affecting the limb, axial muscles or both. Then class 2B, you can see that mild weakness where bulbar and respiratory muscles are affected. In class 3B, again it is moderate weakness where bulbar and respiratory muscles are affected. And class 4B, you can see severe weakness where bulbar and respiratory muscles are affected. You can remember this easily by categorizing in the following ways. As I mentioned previously. That's it with the Osserman classification. Thanks for watching. Kindly support by subscribing and sharing. Meet you all in next video. Thank you once again.